So today, a reoccurring theme in my head has been my mental health. And I'm a type of person that doesn't like to look back. I have a 7 degrees Taurus moon. So Taurus, a moon in Taurus is almost like a full moon, so the energies are exalted. It's like a kid being at Disneyland. It's like being at the place you always want to be and having all this energy to do the things that you want to do, mainly your pleasures, and sharing the possibilities of being overexhausted in it. With that being said, I am the type of person that always likes to move forward. I'm almost Aries-like in that nature, where I always like to go forward. I don't like to look behind. And it's so true for me to just think about that, because even like when I put out these videos, I never ever look back on them. Like, I don't rewatch them to like see what I said or any of that. I just go straight off of like freestyle and spirit and like what I'm feeling and what's been on my mind. So I am trying to reprogram myself to actually look back. So many people have told me, like, wow, you should look at your notes and see how much you've accomplished and how far you've gotten. To me, it's like, I know how far I've gotten because I'm going there. In my head, my Taurus moon, my 7 degrees Taurus moon, very close to Aries, is always going straight forward to my goal, always ahead, very practical, because it's in the practical sign of Taurus. With that being said, my practicality, so everything I do has to be practical. And it is Mental Health Awareness Month. So the practical thing for me to do is look at my own mental health. And I am making this video to maybe watch over again, possibly, but just like as help for anybody who may be in like the same position, maybe in the same location as me, going through something similar. Just something for reference, or people that are like-minded I can find that are like me. Anyways, mental health check. I have been doing videos on Instagram for about 3 or 4 years now. I have been an Instagram model, a promotional model, full-time for about 5 years now. So for the past 5 years, I've made my money off of scrolling on my Instagram, posting content, being a content creator, being a brand ambassador, and with all of this comes interaction. Many of my mentors have told me that I should be spending every other 15 minutes on my phone liking and interacting with people. If you can imagine, liking is something where we look at a picture and we decide if we like it within 2 seconds or not. So we're basically judging everything that we scroll through. Our friends, our family, things around us, anything that you find on your phone that you're scrolling through, you're obviously judging everything. I think that after 5 years of doing this, and this being a part of my job description, and this being a part of what I do, keeping up with trends and doing all of that, I think it's gotten really hard for me. It put me in a place where I didn't feel good enough. I didn't feel good enough ever. I would have to have 2 hours to put on my makeup, to get ready before I could go anywhere, even just to freaking shoot like an ad for a vape juice or for a can company or for anything. I could never just take a picture and say, here, this is my picture. No. It would always be, I would always have to take 2 hours to put on all that makeup to make it perfect, and I would just be so fucking unhappy. I would be on a beach with my boyfriend at the time, who was a photographer, and we would be sitting there and I would just be so fucking unhappy. I would be covered, caked in makeup, in a bikini, doing something that I don't want to do. At that time, nobody was doing Instagram as seriously as we were doing it. Nobody was making money off of Instagram like we were doing it. So we were on the beach with all these products, all these pictures, having a full-on photo shoot. Well, people are kind of like staring at me like, what the fuck is happening? Like, I have a vape in my hand, there's smoke coming off, there's all of this attention going on, and people are just kind of shocked, you know? And that would be my life every other day. I would be putting on makeup for 2 hours, being upset because it's sweating, because it's Hawaii and it's hot, and I sweat on my nose and I can't touch my nose because if I touch my nose, my whole face will be messed up. So I'll just be pouting every other day and then trying to put on a happy face for, please buy this product. So, to say the least, the past 5 years have been very transformational for me. Transformational in a sense where I've lost myself completely. I completely lost myself. I completely lost sight of like the things that I wanted to do. And I completely lost myself in a sense of, you know, in a sense of having worth, having any self-value, having any self-worth. I was in such a bad place in my head because of all the comparisons. I would be comparing all day long. I'd be comparing and comparing myself to all of these people. And I hope that nobody has to go through that. I feel like this video is kind of long because it's almost 7 minutes, so I'm gonna cut it short by saying that for anyone on Instagram, if you follow me on Instagram and I've unfollowed you, don't take it personally. I have been giving my grand support to everyone. I'm such a giving and loving person that I am now realizing that for my mental health, I need to be more sacred about my energy. I need to be cautious of what I let on my newsfeed and what I let affect my mental health, because my mental health comes first. We can never pour from a glass that's half empty, because then your glass is gonna be all the way empty once you pour anything out. And I have learned that the hard way throughout these years, and I am glad that I have found a group, a circle of friends, or maybe just one friend actually, that has really shown me that mental health is a big issue and I shouldn't shy away from it. And personal care is about mental health, and for me personally, I go through everything alone. I'm a single mother. I have been through so many things alone. I have such a deep perspective on it. I hope to share it with everyone, or with whoever, maybe not everyone, whoever's interested and finds my videos. Hope to share it with you, and I hope to give you courage as well. Well, I think that's all I'm going to talk about in this video, because I kind of lost my train of thought. I had like it way more planned out, but I think this is fine. Mental health is important. Stop scrolling. You're good enough. You are pretty. Without the filters and without the makeup, you're still pretty. You can still do stuff. Don't handicap yourself by comparison, because there's nobody like you. So you should just be you. Alright guys, have a beautiful day. Aloha.